One. Well, once again, Indiana University has selected a new basketball coach. Not since the days of Bobby Knight have they been able to find one who's been, well, particularly the same kind of winner that Coach Knight was. But you have to understand something. Coach Knight was in an era of basketball when players stayed their entire career with one coach, one team. That is not the way it exists today. You remember I talked about Steve Alford said in a 3.5-minute rant that he said, why are we coaching? Now today you got to talk about players, how much you're going to pay them. Not what you're going to do for the team, not how you're going to treat the kid, not what kind of education the kid's going to get. Kids aren't college athletes for education. They're now in college to make money. Because you see, the rule is of the NIL, name, image, and likeness. Essentially, that's a way of saying you got to pay these kids money. And now what you're getting is you go to a kid's house, talk to the parents. Hey, well, I'm going to do this for your kid. We got a great degree. Got great facilities. I'm going to be like a father to your child. Parents are going, what are you going to pay my kid? How much is my kid going to earn every year at work? And the schools with the big money and the big donor base, they're going to be ponying up big money to get the major players. And I'll tell you right now, probably a lot of that's going to be in the SEC or in the ACC. Because, you see, basketball in those areas, pretty big deal. Now, I realize they say football, the SEC is important. Well, yes, it is. But basketball, pretty important too. So, what we're seeing now is that Darian DeVries, the new coach of the Indiana Hoosiers, came from West Virginia University. And West Virginia, they said, hey, you want him, you're going to have to pay us $16.5 million in a buyout. Guess what? Indiana is going to pay them $16.5 million to get this coach. They've given Mr. DeVries a 6-year contract. Runs through the 30-31 season. They have done that for other coaches over the years. I think one of my favorite coaches that they had, after Bob Knight was Tom Crean. Kind of liked him. I thought he was a pretty good coach. But like all the coaches at IU, they don't last. And now I think it's going to be even worse for Mr. DeVries or any coach at any school. Because now it's a matter of how much you're going to pay your players. How much moolah you're going to cough up every single year. And the schools with the biggest money, the biggest donor base, they're the ones who are going to be offering huge amounts of money to a kid who probably will not go anywhere once he finishes his college eligibility years. Not graduation, flat-out eligibility. That's how I think it's going, folks. I remember when basketball was about being basketball, about teams being there, part of a community. Because I was around one of those back in 1966 when our team won the NCAA championship. These were students that we knew. They were in our classes with us. They did everything. We all knew them. Today, they're stars. They're big players. They're in it for the money, not for anything else. Is Darian DeVries going to have a good chance? I wish him the best. But frankly, in today's world, I think Steve Alford was right. It's about paying money, and who has the most is going to buy the best athletes. Sadly, that's today's basketball. And Mr. DeVries, I wish you the best, sir. But unless IU's ponying up big money, I don't think they're going to be seeing that NCAA championship again for a very, very long time. Just my opinion, but I'm sticking to it.